Alright, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Alex. I'm washing my clothes. So I had an idea since I'm washing my pants and my blankets and pillowcase. Today's video is gonna be sex talk. Let me say it again. Sex Talk 101, episode 10. And it's gonna be talking about having sex with women who are crazy, aka crazy pussy, aka loco pussy. All right, now for whatever reasons that are not explained to some men, and some men can explain it, some men cannot explain it. There is something about wanting to smash, something about wanting to bang the wrong kind of woman. I don't know if it's in our blood. I don't know if they put some in the food, the water, the milk. I don't know if they put some in the air. But 99.999% of the time, there's something about us as men, whether you're black, white, Asian, Latino, whether you're from Russia, Germany, Paris, France, London, England. There's something about wanting to fuck the wrong kind of woman. You know, someone tell you this woman talks to herself. Someone tell you this woman's crazy. This woman be talking to the wall, but she got a big butt and some big breasts. And we just find the woman physically, sexually attractive like that. You know, you get friends. You get co-workers at work. You get your parents, your grandparents telling you, stay away from that girl. She's bad news. And no matter how many times they tell you to stay away from the wrong woman, somehow, some way, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, you manage to find your way hitting that ass. You get with the girl, you break up with the girl. You miss the girl, you get back together with the girl, you fight with the girl goes crazy, you break up with the girl. You know, bitch, call the police on your ass 5 times, 10 times, or whatever. Then there are guys like us who, you know, fall into that category. Let's look at bisexuals. Now, to me, bisexual women are in a class all by themselves. Yeah, you got strippers, you got cheerleaders, you got porn actresses, you got women that are freaks, but the bisexuals are the real freaks. I mean, they'll have sex with virtually anyone. They'll have sex with men, they'll have sex with women. Hell, they'll have sex with men and women at the same exact time. I mean, it doesn't matter to them. They're the real true freaks. And it seems like for me, I can't explain it, but for me, it seems like whenever I meet a woman that's a bisexual, it seems like life just goes right for me. I mean, like I said, they must be putting some food in the water, in the air. Must be something in my blood genetically that every time I fuck with a bisexual woman, it seems like life is just right. Now you might scratch your head, and if you're drinking some Coca-Cola or some Pepsi, you're either drinking Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or alcohol, and you might spit that shit out your mouth and say, what the fuck? I know this man ain't just say that when he fuck with a bisexual woman, life just goes right. You might say, how the hell life goes right for you if the woman's a bisexual? One minute she having sex with a woman, and the next minute she turn around, she has sex with a man. Well, life's funny sometimes that way, you know? And most importantly of all, I would say in junior high, high school, even throughout college, every time I got with a woman, I always got the most freakiest motherfucker. Whether I asked for it or, you know, the powers that be in the sky just snap their fingers and it just happens. I always get the freakiest bitch. Now, we all know our history. We sometimes get the phone number. We sometimes don't get the phone number. We sometimes get from first base to second base. Is when we try to get the third base, we get sent back to the dugout. Sometimes we hit, and sometimes we miss. It happens. Like when the damn LA Dodgers lost the damn World Series to some damn Boston Red Sox. Like I was saying, it happens. And bisexual women are the most freakiest women you'll ever meet. Now let's talk about bipolar. Now, my auntie told me you should never mess with a woman that's bipolar. Well, she's a woman and she has over 30 plus years of experience, and I'm pretty sure that as a woman she knows what she's talking about. But what I have to say about that is 90% of women here in the United States of America have something wrong with them. So it's impossible, whether you're a black man, a white man, an Asian man, a Latino man, it is impossible for you to find a woman who doesn't have bipolar disease, schizophrenia. She suffers from paranormal delusions. She could just be manic depression. She could suffer from depression, stage 1 or stage 2 depression. She has thoughts of suicide. It is impossible for you to find a woman, a very physically, sexually attractive woman, who doesn't have something wrong with them. If it ain't bipolar, if it ain't bipolar disease, if it ain't being paranoid delusion or schizophrenia, then she's got diabetes in the family, or she has bad arthritis, or there's a history of alcoholism, or there's a history of being abused physically, there's sex abuse, there's neglect abuse, there's emotional abuse, there's post-trauma. Every time somebody dies in your family, you get affected by that trauma. So no matter how you slice it or dice it, or no matter what you come up with, or no matter what you think of, somehow, someway you meet a beautiful, attractive woman, something always goes wrong. She got 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids. Hell, she could have 7 to 8 kids. You're never gonna find the perfect woman, because the perfect woman does not exist. Yeah, you might see it in movies and television shows. You might read about it in books. You might have saw something on the internet. But 99.99% of the time, you're never going to find the perfect person. I mean, hell, you might get a female that has multiple split personality disorder. But somehow, some way, us as men, we can't make the distinction between a woman that's normal and a woman who's lost her mind. Now, here's something that they won't never tell you. If it's in your genetics, your family members, your parents, your grandparents, like your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, they'll never tell you this. You got somebody some way back in the family tree that was messing around with women that had bipolar. And usually Uncle Oral will say, shh, don't tell Jimmy that we got this run in the family. Now, here you come 15, 20 years later, you're born into the world as a man, and you go talk to maybe 4, 5, 7, or 8, or 9, or 10 beautiful, attractive women, and maybe 5 out of that 10 have bipolar. But you don't know that, because you see the big breasts, you see the ass, she one fine motherfucker, but you don't know that until you have sex. Even when you do find out, there's some part of you that actually likes the woman. Now, there's different levels of crazy. There's women who pretend to become crazy. Then there's women who are actually crazy, like literally crazy. Now, what happens to a woman who pretends she's crazy? Over a period of time, she actually becomes crazy. And I'm not making this bullshit up. I've actually went to high school and college with women 10 or 11 or 12 years ago. They pretend they were crazy, and then they just became fucking crazy. And guys are still tapping that ass. Then there are girls that for whatever reason, during the time of their birth, they were just all fucked up. And brothers would still be hitting that ass. Like, you look at movies like Fatal Attraction, Basic Instinct. Those are perfect examples of what happens when you meet a woman and you find out she's not playing with a full deck of cards. Even if you throw in the movie Poison Ivy. Sorry. That was a fire truck that passed by, because I'm washing my clothes at the laundromat and I'm outside on location. I thought filming inside the house was boring and too predictable, so I thought I would make it unpredictable. You know, maybe Thursday I might go to LA City College, or I might go to UCLA College, and I might film at a new location that you're not used to. So that's why you see the cars or you hear the cars and the commotion in the background. And no matter how hard family members tell you to